got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out, Mike Giver.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the New Orleans Saints. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis.
Yellow lady. You better be afraid of me. You got it.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Breeze leads this one with Kamara. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch QB It's just me and you. It's just me. 12.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. It's Everson Griffin who made the tackle.
Second and 8 at the 39-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw with Breeze. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Breeze. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 18-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I got him. Two.
Now a run with Cook. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Cook. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Cousins on 3rd and 2. Buying time to his left. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. Back to the ground, Cook. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10.
Hey, easy. Kill.
Now Kamara. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Breeze. He's going to let this one go deep. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. picked up by Anthony Harris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
On second down, it's Cook. And they'll get him down here at the 23. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that'll help set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to the ground. This time, Cook. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. They'll run on first down. Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. 3rd and long for Cousins. And the pressure gets to him again. Cameron Jordan able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
At the 21-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Here's Sherrills. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 32-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
A second down throw for Cousins. Dancing to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. David Onyemata forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
Third down.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. So after the INT, it's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Sammy! Hey, check Mike 34. Mike 34. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 53. 34's the Mike. 34's the Mike. He's coming. Check him. Hey, wahoo.
Here's Breeze. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Kill. Hey, Lloyd. Hey, kill. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Mike 34. 13. Let's go, D. Hey, Team 6.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Cousins. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. Cook with a 1st down and much more. And finally brought down at the 43. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Cook. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Defense wins championships, baby.
On 2nd down now. It's Cook. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch the slant, watch the slant.
Here's Madison running on 1st down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the ground, it's Cook. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. 22 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Again, it's Kamara. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. The 10th carry for Kamara. And an alley to run. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Oh, fancy running by Murray. He finds Latavius Murray. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
First down, New Orleans.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. This is Murray. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
5-9. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Kill. Topper! 11. Hey, Zoo! Over! Check Mike 54! Recon, 132 fighter! Shift!
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara taking it in as his guys are back within a single score. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one possession. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
The busy night continues for Kamara, and he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Right now. Here we go.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 17.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Check. Switch. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. Tighten up.
On third down, here's Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown of the night, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. A good run on first down. It's got him very close to the line to gain, just shy of the 35. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Here's a quick throw to Thielen. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. They run again on first down, Cook. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Marcus Davenport there to take him down. Throwing on second down, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 41, Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Check. Lucky 48. Check.
Here's Cousins. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of the guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone.
Big stop, dude. Big stop. Let's go.
He'll get it up the middle. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to throw, Breeze. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. To throw is Breeze. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me. Hey, let's go. Check 55, come on. Check 50.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
40. Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs.
On 1st down, it's Cook. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Check. Watch it. 2. You draw quarter.
Cousins here to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Bailey got the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
Yeah, we'll see if they go back to base. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Thomas the intended target. And now it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
21. Exit.
They fake the give. Here's Breeze. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down.
And the Saints first down.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Ready.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Now Breeze again. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.